We've recently developed a new product called the EZPFC, and this is a version of it called the EZPFC, which is developed specifically for PFAS and PFOS analysis. We're putting a spin on a very old technique. Typically what existed and still does today are these just these fish tank manifolds, very basic types of manifolds. Basically you do your conditioning, your sample loading, and elution all into this one tank. Some laboratories will use one tank to do both and clean the tank in between. Others will have one tank for conditioning and their sample matrix, and the other for sample elution. So we been manufacturing automated solid phase equipment for probably about 30 years, and we put a new spin on the manual technique and implemented many of our automated type features. So what you're seeing here is you see some samples. These are 125 mil samples that we've set up here. This is a closed system, which typically doesn't exist in a manifold based system. Behind this with the blue caps you have your rinse bottles. So these methods require auto bottle rinsing, and so once you have your sample loaded here, all of your bottle rinses and elutions are going to occur directly into the sample bottle. Therefore, you're not going to be opening that bottle or exposing it to the outside atmosphere. So instead of having a second tank, we have what's called the stage 1 manifold, and you can see we have 6. This is a 12 sample EZPFC system. You're going to have 6 samples going into this, and this manifold, stage 1, which is controlled by this middle valve, you're going to be able to switch between stage 1 and stage 2. And you can see the vacuum. We have a vacuum in the back that's set to minus 25 inches of mercury, and you can see the vacuum immediately start when I go between stages. So in the middle, it's basically going to have the vacuum off to 2 stages. So I'm going to do my conditioning here, and then I'm going to load my sample matrix, or my 125 mils of sample. Then I'm going to do basically a water rinse for PFAS, and then I'm going to proceed to move to the stage 2, which is where I'm going to do my elution. But next I'm going to do a bottle rinse. So I have some solvent in here, which I'm going to use to automatically rinse my bottle, and I'm going to do that using nitrogen, which is controlled by this valve here. I have a little nitrogen regulator, and I have a gauge here that's going to tell me what my nitrogen setting is. So I need the main nitrogen source should be at 30 psi. Here these are smaller bottles. We're going to go at least at 5. Some we do up to 10. So the next step is we're going to rinse this bottle, and there is a nitrogen manifold in the back that you can't see. We've already got these black tubes are the nitrogen tubing that goes to the bottle, and is going to actually go ahead and push nitrogen into the bottle, into a safety coated bottle, and then spray and clean the bottle. And under this, I'm going to just show you quickly, this is a rinse head, and it's got holes in each of the, it's a hexagon and that does a nice, pretty radical spray. And we're going to use that rinse throughout the process. So we turn that on, it's going to automatically rinse the bottles, and then we turn it off when it's finished. Then we're going to move these cartridges to the stage 1, and during the demo, you're going to show you an actual demonstration. We're going to put the cartridge up onto this section here, and then do the elutions directly into this area, into the these 15 mil vials, conical vials, and basically then you're going to take it off and go and do a direct blowdown. This system has no Teflon parts in it. It's all of the tubing is high density polyethylene tubing, Delrin fittings, polypropylene, so you're never being exposed to any Teflon throughout the process, and it is a closed system, so pretty straightforward. And also I wanted to mention, during the conditioning and the sample loading, we have an organic and waste mode here, where we basically have bottles in the back which are going to catch your organic waste, which is the brown 4-liter jug, and then over on the other side you have the large Nalgene carboy, which is going to catch your aqueous waste or water matrix waste. So that's kind of it in a nutshell. Really simple, but we're adding levels of automation and making it a closed system. You actually are going to use these our adapters. This is for a 12, 6, and a 3. That fits onto the cartridge, so any cartridge is usable. We also have them for the larger size cartridges as well. So you can do 20, 25, 35, and 65. That's the other size adapters we have. And with that, I'm going to now let the demonstration of the actual running of a sample take place.